What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. Um, so, without further ado, let's just jump right into this. So, Betterment is throwing their name into the high savings APR market right now. They are offering, as of today, the highest APY savings account rate of any investment company or bank out on the market at 2.69%. Now, this may not seem like much on the surface, but when you look at what they're offering and what their initial plan is, it'll begin to make a lot more sense. So you should be asking yourself, well, 2.69%, why even offer this APR savings account when you have so many other different banks that offer, very similar rates, 236, 235, 230, SunTrust, 222, 215, State Farm, and so forth. Not to mention Wealthfront that's offering like 255 right now. Well, in one word, that's convenience. What Betterment is offering that these other banks aren't offering is the ability to have your investments and your traditional checking services under one account. Now, what's different with the Betterment savings accounts that the other savings accounts do or don't have? Well, with the Betterment account, obviously you have the high yield introductory rate. They also do not have the six transaction limit that most savings accounts have, which is very interesting because they name it a savings account, but it's more considered a cash account. So that's the way of working around it. They don't have any account minimums. There are also no transaction fees. And they are insured up to $1 million instead of the $250,000. And I don't know about you, but that does not apply to me. Nowhere near that $1 million. Now, to get the 2.69%, there's a couple of caveats. One is you have to open up their checkings account. You have to, I should say, get on their wait list for a checking account that they're offering later into the year. And also, the APR, the 2.69, is only good until the end of the year, and then it's going to drop down to 2.43%. But again, 269, 243, it's not that big of a difference. So, we've kind of already addressed why you want to open up where you want to open up a Betterment account. They really are changing the game in terms of what they're offering from a services standpoint. To have the convenience of being able to do your checkings, your purchases, pay your bills, and then to have your money in your savings account sit there and have the highest yield savings interest rates. Because you keep in mind, it's a tiered approach, right? You have the account you want to spend your money out of, and then you have your savings, you want to get the high yield rate, and then when you're ready to start investing with, once you have your emergency fund saved up, you then put it into their investment services, and it's all under one portfolio. I should say under one umbrella. You don't have to transfer money with the 3 to 5 business days to transfer money back and forth, and it's very cumbersome too to kind of know how much I should be transferring and kind of having that delicate balance. Well, all that goes out the door when you use an account like this. So the question is, I think now is, do I recommend the Betterment checking and savings account solution? And the answer is yes, and I'll tell you why. Um, I've used Betterment for about 3 years now, and I've used them for their investment side, and I've had very good returns, very good experience with them. They're very easy to use. Their platform is very easy to use. It's a set it and forget it type solution. And just to show you guys that I'm not just talking here. I'm gonna actually put the money where my mouth is and show you guys my actual performance of Betterment. So my main account that I had with Betterment, I don't currently have any funds with them now, is my Build Wealth account. And this is what I earned with Betterment, $4,193.69. As you can tell here, the overall risk is very conservative. I did not get any gains this whole year because I've just basically stayed in bonds waiting for the stock market to crash and to roll over, which hasn't happened yet. I'm staying in bonds, but that's just my opinion. Don't listen to me on that. Um, but if we take a look here, we take a look at the performance. Okay, you can see that I had in here March 21st, 2017. The percentages just slowly, continually went up. I've accumulated, 17.5% of my wealth increased. Annualized, it's about 7.5%. Now, again, this is with a very, very conservative. I switched back and forth between some stocks and bonds. It was 50% portfolio allocation. But over the past 7 months, it's just been all bonds. So I missed the entire S&P run up. But if you take a look here, I had $83,000 in withdrawals, 78,000, 78,903.12 in deposits, and the net deposit was 41.93. So, I think overall, Betterment has been very, very kind to me. And again, this is over basically a period of, just a little bit over 2 years. The annualized percentage is 12.6%. They also offer a service called tax loss harvesting. And what this does is that when you go to actually, when you want to go sell stocks or you want to change your portfolio allocation, it will sell the underlying ETFs or the underlying ETFs that are underperforming first, so that the stocks that have profits don't take a hard tax hit. It's just basically the concept of selling your losers and keeping your winners. So it looks as though, so you have two performing assets, and they're worth the same amount of money. It's going to sell the one that's underperformed. The way it looks as though that you've taken a loss on that asset instead of showing that you've taken a profit. And it does accumulate. It does really help minimize your tax losses. Excuse me, um, your tax output, I should say, on your gains. Overall, it saved me $315.46. So, I think that was very beneficial for the most part. And let's just go take a look at the holdings. This is how their holdings looks right now. So it's all in bonds is what I have it in. If you are in bonds, they do the short-term treasury bonds, which I think is the SHV, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is the SHV. And then the short-term investment grade bonds is the NEAR. Now, again, you can invest in these individually. You can do this through any brokerage account out there. It doesn't matter. But what they're offering you is the convenience and ability to be able to do this and change these just simply with the click of a button. By clicking the adjustment, and then you basically literally just, excuse me, take a slider, you move it over. You can do an auto adjustment to where it'll actually do a recommendation, or you can just move it up and do it like this, right? So right now, based on the current conditions of the market, I'm expecting some kind of pullback, like some kind of conservative recession. Maybe in the next 3 to 6 months, who knows? Could be a year. The way the market conditions are looking out, but overall, if you take a look here, it will give you what your estimated annual return is. And even this is a hell of a lot better than 2%, but obviously this is just an average estimation. Who knows, it could go down. And that's why you only want to make sure that you put money into the account that you actually are willing to start investing into, which is why they have the high yield savings account. So, I hope you guys found this very informative. If there are a lot of options you do have out there. Wealthfront is another alternative. Um, they are also looking at coming out with their check-ins and savings account solution as well. But I don't yet think that we have any additional information on that yet. So just keep in mind, the Betterment, they do have a lot of perks. They have the, account minimums. They have no transaction fees. They have the higher yield FDIC limits. They're giving you the high API savings rates. You have the convenience. So there are a lot of good things, a lot of good perks that you are going to be getting with them. And then when you're ready, you can just start investing. So let me know what you guys think with your likes, comments below. Are you currently using Betterment? If so, kind of what's been your performance? What's been your experience with Betterment? Are you looking at going through with them? If so, kind of what are you looking at, putting into the account? And kind of like what's your horizon? Are you all looking at, keeping it in there for 6 months, a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years? Let me know what you guys think below. If you haven't already, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button. As you guys know, this is a non-monetized channel. We are in a very new introductory channel, but we are offering very powerful financial advice to help everyone out and to actually get better with their finances and to accumulate wealth and to just have an overall healthier life. And so, we're going to only grow with you guys supporting with your subscriptions and viewership. So thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you guys have any additional questions, comments, likes below. All right, talk to you later. Bye bye.